Well, it would help if I had the mute button off. This headset, I'm not used to this headset. What I'm used to is this right here. Can you see it? This is what I'm used to, not my headset. Hi, Grumpy Poo. Thank you for letting me know you can hear me while I was chit chatting and talking my head off. Um, it's Shauna with Exploring the Paranormal Perspective and the founder of Geese Paranormal, waiting on Debbie and Dustin to come in. We're going to talk about games and the possibility of possession. And can games possess? And we, and I'm going to be playing a game. Um, I just thought it was an interesting topic because a lot of my my daughter's been watching a lot of YouTube channels, and a lot of YouTube channels has a lot of weird things on there. So I thought it was a weird topic, and I've never actually heard of anything aside from a Ouija board possessing anybody. So we're gonna see where that goes, and I'm hoping they get in soon. So my green screen, even if it acts up, it just sees the green screen because for some reason Restream doesn't want to zoom in, which is stupidly crazy in and of itself. Oh, I did not post the stream. I probably should do that. Um, 1 second. It would help if I told them. And in order for me to do that, I've got to get back into Facebook. I'm never ready. So I'm gonna have on my tombstone. Wasn't ready for this. Oh, that was it. Ugh. Ah, there we go. Whoa, that is not what I want. What the hell, man? Continue. And it's so funny because you can say, save this browser, and it never saves the damn browser. Did that work? Thank you. Okay. Um. Okay. 1 second. There's Debbie. There's Debbie.
Hello.
Hello. Now I'm just waiting on Dustin. Yay! See, now even if my green screen messes up, you don't see my thingies. Oh. Oh, goodness. All right. So, how was your trip, first off?
It was fun. I mean,
Was it?
hectic, but it was fun. We thought Oklahoma was bipolar.
Oh, no,
Within
out in
like,
the desert. That's really bipolar.
hey, Grumpy. Yeah, but I mean, like within an hour span, we went from it being pretty, it was windy and chilly, but it was sunny and pretty to sleet, snow. And I'm not talking just like sleet and snow, I'm talking hard, solid ice hitting the windows to sunny and pretty again. It's like, all
Uh,
right.
yeah. That's what it was like whenever I went to Fort Irwin, California to train. It was, like, really, really hot during the day, and as soon as the sun went down, it was freezing, and we had went in December, and it had gotten so cold that it actually snowed on top
Yeah.
of the
Well, we were up in the mountains,
yeah.
like, oh God, what'd we say? 8,600 feet above sea
Oh
level.
god.
Yeah, I mean, we were up there close enough. It looked like you could touch the clouds.
Wow,
Yeah,
man.
so it was
Yeah.
interesting.
Like, I know he said he was 2 hours away from the nearest, like, big town.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh. Wow. That's
yep.
crazy.
And every time you leave town to go that direction, you
Mhm.
have to go through border patrol.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yep. Yep.
damn,
So,
that might drive me a little batty.
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, they pretty much just kind of look in your car and, you know, one guy was like, "So just you and your partner?" Because we were following Dustin to take the U-Haul back, and Atticus was not having none of that.
Uh,
Um, but then when we left to take me to the airport, that guy kind of looked around and was like, "You guys are U.S. citizens, right?"
no.
I'm, and I do not mean this as racist. I do not. But if I am not a U.S. citizen, I am the whitest Mexican I have ever seen.
I have
Just
seen some
saying.
pretty white ones, I'm telling
So,
some of their soap stars are pretty white.
yeah.
But
Dustin and I both were like, yes.
yeah, we're both. I was waiting for the story of him saying, no habla inglés, no habla in see how far that takes him.
Yeah, right. That would have been interesting.
Oh,
But
man.
I mean it's not like they, make you get out and patch down or any of that kind of crap. You just drive through and they look, and if you're clear, you go.
Wow, really?
So, yeah, it's not too bad.
Ah,
So, now I imagine, like bigger vans and stuff like that, they probably search a little harder,
yeah.
but yeah, when we went through with the U-Haul, Dustin said the guy asked him where he was going, and he said he was taking the U-Haul back. He had just moved there, and he said, "Okay, well, have a good day."
Mm,
Send him on his way. So
wow.
yeah, but it's really pretty out there. I mean, everywhere you look, there's mountains. So
Ah, see, yeah.
he's definitely got a pretty view.
Well, his front door is nothing but empty space, right?
Not really. I mean, when the front yard,
Mhm.
one of his neighbors has really put a bunch of work into it,
Oh, wow.
and so there's prickly pear cactus, there's mesquite trees, there's agave cactus. I mean, it's
Pretty
how
nice, huh?
yeah, they got little tree or little bird
Peters.
feeders and stuff like that
Oh,
out
Robert would
there.
love
And
it.
girl, I'm telling you, you know how you see people walk through Central Park and the pigeons just
Oh,
that's
yeah.
how it is in his front yard.
Oh, wow.
You walk out the door and they just take off, and there's finch, woodpecker, dove,
Wow.
quail, sparrows. There's all kind hummingbirds. Yeah, there's all kinds.
What kind of feeling did you get?
Actually, really, I didn't really get
Nothing?
anything off of the house. No,
What about
no.
the area?
As you walk out further from
Mhm.
the house, there's like an open spot between his house and then what used to be like a little taco stand or something like that.
Mhm.
And it's kind of odd feeling. So even Atticus, when I would take him out, he would stand there and kind of look, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It may have just been
Is it an
odd.
old town or
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I don't remember exactly. I
when it
mean,
was
there's one of the
established?
houses there that was built like in 1936.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and it's older than that. That town's older than that. So,
Are there any old mining towns nearby it or
well, there's a mine right there.
really?
Whenever you are going to the reservation where Dustin works, the
Mhm.
mine is right there on the side of the highway.
Oh, wow.
You got the mine on one side and the dumpings on the other.
Oh, wow.
And then not too far down the street, um, from where he lives is the museum for the mine. So, yeah, we didn't go to that. We were busy, but trying to get unloaded and unpacked and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's it's interesting.
I
So,
bet. So I'm testing the limits of my game. So if y'all hear gaming or you hear me saying something to somebody, it's because I have Holly on the line. We just bought that 1 gigabyte service like not
ah,
too long ago.
uh-huh.
So I'm testing the limits on what I can do. So Ari is streaming her videos. Justin's going to be gaming too. I have a Discord on and I'm streaming this and Guild Wars.
There you
So we're going to see
go.
how good it is. But that's one of the things that got me on the topic of being possessed by games.
Mm.
Um, so being out there in that old city, we're gonna go back to the old city real quick because that's what we were talking about. Um, that old mining town. Do you know if anybody has died or anything in that area? Because I know Dustin researched it. I
Oh, I would
think.
imagine. I would imagine they're probably. Um, Let me see. I would imagine there's probably a lot of people that died in that mine. I
Oh wow.
mean, it's an old mine, so um, see what I can find.
While she's doing that, games like the only game that I can even think of. I'm gonna turn this background thing off because now that I got the green screen closer to me, huh? Unless you disappear, then it's gonna be like, no, don't do it. Um, I can always put like this around me or around the thing or this or this. Oh, that's got a UFO on it.
Hey, there you go.
Um, but when I was talking about gaming, I was talking about any kind of game like video games or board games or objects or clothing, rings, jewelry, you know what I mean.
Mhm.
Things like that. Can they really possess someone? And there was a movie out, and I can't remember what the name of the movie was, but that particular movie had somebody that had, I think it was a ring or a necklace
Hmm.
that they wore, and they started getting possessed by the previous owner of that ring.
Oh wow.
And I can't remember the name. It was a B movie. Hi. Um, did you? Sorry, I'm going to be going back and forth, and I know you guys are going to get confused because I have Debbie on the live talking about paranormal stuff, and then I have you, Holly, on Discord talking about games. And tonight the topic is can games possess people?
Okay.
Huh? Yeah. I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, I wanted to test the limits to see how the streams can go because we got that 1 gigabyte thing. And oh, Debbie, let me tell you something. Holly said that when she was in Romania, her internet was only like $25.
Nice.
right? And here we are busting our butt trying to pay for internet.
Mhm. Exactly. Well, the mine in Ajo
Oh, is there?
was in full production by 1917.
The mine was in full production by 1917.
Yes.
So that
So,
town's older than the house.
yes.
Oh.
The mine is 1,000 feet deep.
What's the name of the town, Debbie?
Ajo.
Ajo,
Hmm.
Arizona? Yeah, it's
Yep.
an Indian reservation. Was it a copper mine, Debbie?
Yes.
Yes. Uh, oh, that's right. You did. You grew up in Arizona. She grew up in Jerome.
Okay.
Holly did.
Yeah, this is
Oh, she lived there.
Ajo is about 45 minutes ish from the Mexican border.
40. Yeah, that's where Dustin is. Debbie went out there with him to help him move, and she got back and she was just telling me a little bit about the town and everything and how what she felt when she was there and before we actually got into the topic. There's lots of haunted places in Arizona.
Oh, I would imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know about the Jerome Hotel. Really? Hmm. Uh huh. Oh. Wow.
Hmm. Huh.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm glad you can hear her, Debbie. Can you hear
Yeah.
Debbie when Debbie talks? Sweet. Here I am repeating everything people says when I don't have to.
Nope,
Yay.
you don't have to.
Wow. Yeah, I remember you talking a little bit about that, and you don't have to talk about it, Holly, but if you want to share, about your sleep, did that happen while you were there, or was that something you've always had? Oh, wow. And Holly, you can kind of sense like a little bit of stuff too, can't you? A lot of people do that. I don't think Justin wants to pop on because everybody can hear him. He's like, no, I don't want to be heard on a paranormal podcast. Yeah. Oh, you were muted, huh? Uh, I don't think Debbie can hear you though.
No, I can't hear him.
Well, you talk so quietly, honey.
Yeah.
Look, I'm trying to find you guys. I don't know where you guys are at on the game. Oh. Oh crap! That means I just wasted one of those things getting to you. Uh, um. So Debbie, have you heard of any other games aside from a Ouija board that you can get possessed by?
Uh-uh.
Do you believe that you could be possessed by a game?
Oh, I'm sure you probably could. I
Or
mean, I, it, I would say it would depend on, I guess, who had it and what kind of things they were into. But
what about games today? Like, say, Guild Wars, what I'm playing right now. And no, they're not a sponsor. They could be. But but because it's an online streaming platform.
yeah,
I mean, we do have discs that we got back in the day, but now everything is downloaded offline.
right, right. Um, I guess it's possible. I mean, I don't see why it couldn't be. Anything's possible.
Oh, true. What do you think, Justin?
I think I'm plain go Lord.
And I'm a skeptic and I don't believe in none of that hogwash. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know. I think people can be influenced by all sorts of things.
Oh my gosh. Ari, can you answer this? It's your sister. Uh, but what about you, Holly? What do you think? Yeah.
Dustin.
Oh. What? No way. That's kind of Black Mirror-ish. That's really creepy. Oh my gosh. Dustin, were you listening to what we were asking?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know. It's obviously Ouija boards, but as far as games go, like honestly, I wouldn't be able to say yes or no because one, I don't play them enough to be like. I know they can possess your life, but
That is true. What do you think? Did you hear what Holly was saying?
I can't barely hear
Okay.
them.
Well, she was talking about the show that she watches or that she listens to. What's it called, Holly? The Magnus Archives. And they were talking about long story short, because I don't remember most of it, but it was about this doctor that somehow uploaded his subconscious to the internet. And was he possessing people off of that or just right?
Say it right there.
Wow.
Thank you.
That is really creepy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, then you got the No Sleep podcast and you got Creepy Pasta, which is pretty good. Justin listens to that. I was listening to No Sleep for a long time. Um, Individual stories that tie together in one cohesive world. Wow. Yeah.
It's a Rusty Quill podcast, and it's all narrated by the archivist. And he's reading the statements from people who have come in to the Magnus Institute to give statements on weird things that happened to them. So that's the basic premise of it.
Oh wow,
It's really cool.
that's really interesting.
Like
Go ahead.
4 or 5 seasons, something like that.
4 or 5 episodes like that.
Seasons.
Seasons. Okay.
Yeah, very cool.
Huh. That is very interesting because it kind of reminds me of this one episode on Black Mirror where Miley Cyrus was a guest star on it. There was this doll that they bought, and this, if I remember right, the doll was trying to kill her to take over her or something like that. It was been a while. It was when Black Mirror first came out and that episode first came out. But I just thought it was hilarious because Miley Cyrus was in it. But it was kind of creepy. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in Black Mirror with technology that just freaks me out. I mean, things people can wire themselves into your brain and take over, and once their body is give out, they can just take over yours, and it's like, no, thank you. I don't want any kind of microchip or anything in my body. No, thank you. Because it's oh gosh, it was just weird. One episode I caught briefly. It was this guy. I think he got an eye transplant or something like that. And with the eye transplant, it was like a cyborg eye, so it had the computer network and everything in it. And it's I'm not sure exactly what happened. I'll have to watch it, actually watch the show. But it was just during what I was seeing, because I'm not going to give away anything of what I did see, because they're going to have to go watch it. Um, but what I was seeing, it was really scary, and he was digging his that eye out so he could be himself again because he wasn't himself. And then they had one where this woman lost her husband and they made a darn replica of him and sent it to her. But because it was AI, it had to learn her husband. It knew most of what her husband did. But it had, yeah, that was creepy. And it was kind of really sad at the end. But
Because it was taking his social media posts and recreating his personality based on that.
yeah,
And then it
those
was weird, and she just ended up locking him in the closet or something.
she locked him up in the attic just because of her daughter. I mean, that show, you want to watch some creepy shows or watch some creepy things that could possibly happen because technology is good and it's just getting better every day. That is one show to watch to just to freak your head out.
There you, there you go, being possessed by, talking about being possessed
Being
by a
possessed
game.
by a game.
Well, I
You
mean,
be
I
pos-
guess it depends on how you look at possession. Um, you know, I can think of several people that are possessed by the game because that's
oh,
all they do.
yeah. And whenever they start calling into work and everything just to
Right.
not just to play games, that's a problem.
Right.
That is a big problem because you got responsibilities. Y'all got to do those responsibilities. Now, if you can
Exactly.
afford to do that kind of stuff, why by all
More
means.
power to you, but
I know I can't.
mm-mm.
I cannot call in just to play a video game. Though when this came out, I really wanted to. I really did because this I've been playing this game since I was introduced to it back when Isaac was 2.5 years old. No, 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 he was 3 years old because Warren was born. So yeah, so I've been playing this game and the continuations and downloads of it for freaking 20 years almost. It has been a long
I still
time.
have the emails, like the confirmation emails from buying Spanish.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Wow. And they just get better. I never liked WoW. For some reason, WoW just it seemed more fighting, less storyline.
It has story, but
Yeah, but it's not as in depth as Guild Wars to me.
Guild Wars has a great team of writers.
Yeah. Black Mirror has a great team of writers, and they can sponsor us too. Right? Oh, a Vista. I made it to a Vista without even realizing it. I'm in the city, and there's like kites everywhere in the city right now. I don't know why. It's a flying city. Here, Debbie is over here unsending messages. I don't know what she's sending.
Well,
Something that was supposed to go elsewhere.
Ah,
if you guys wanted to do that tonight,
we can. Hey, it's Friday night. I can stay up late, late. Although I stay up late anyway. But yeah,
coffee today.
you had what?
3 cups of coffee today.
Oh, I had a half a pot, and I'm working on my next pot.
Well, for me, 1 pot equals 1 cup.
Oh,
Use it.
oh, that ain't no lie.
I don't know
Justin
what
thought
it is
I
about.
was bad, huh?
I don't know what it is about Arizona, but I get sleepy early.
Oh, do you?
Mm,
You know, I was asking Debbie earlier about what she felt while there. You've been there a while now. Well, a while now. You've been there a week now, but you were there before that too. Did you ever get
yeah,
any kind of feeling or anything from there?
not Aho, but out on the res more so than here.
Really?
Yeah, Aho is just a little tiny town that's been around since what was it, 1875 is what it says on
Yeah.
the thing. But
Wow.
I haven't done a whole lot of research.
Holly, are y'all on a different map? Because I'm not seeing you guys.
Well, we're probably not in the same zone.
Well, you got to get me in the same zone. What the heck, yo?
You have to get into the zone with her.
I'm at the Allied Encampment Waypoint. We're in the domain of Corna, where we were last night.
What?
She's
Oh,
played-
damn. Y'all are all the way over there.
Did you forget
Yeah.
that we played?
I know. I didn't forget that we played over there. I got lost. And here I was in the middle of asking Dustin about the town. I'm like, I don't know where you guys are.
Come here, Missy Debbie. Come here.
Atticus.
Atticus.
He's very sleepy.
Is he?
Aww.
My poor baby.
I was uh actually Ari was sitting here reading To Kill a Mockingbird. And I told her, I said, I don't know if you're old enough to really comprehend that yet. And the guy on there, his name was Atticus.
Hmm.
I had forgot about that. And when I heard it, I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's the first thing everybody goes like, okay.
Yeah.
My Atticus that I chose was from Greek theology.
Yeah. Oh, Asheron, what do you want? He wants to go outside.
Come
Ah,
here, Debbie wants
no.
to see you.
Oh my goodness. Yep. See, he sees me.
Mhm.
Someone's talking in the chat.
Someone is talking in chat. Who is talking in chat? I'm in the menu. Oh, Asheron, stop it. Oh, Penny. Hi, Penny. I forgot I'd put this on LinkedIn too. um, let's see. What is she saying? Asheron, will you stop it? This is why I have a studio that I need to really get fixed up and climatized. And it
So it's
stopped snowing.
Play Guild Wars.
right.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it snowed last night and this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
I seen it
Yeah,
on.
it's like, oh my God.
I'm
I
done with
still have my
snow.
camera at home, so
Oh, it was like that last week, Holly. It snowed, and for 3 days it was cold, and then it was 75 degrees.
Yep.
Then 80.
Oh
who's
my
in here
goodness.
today?
Not ready for it.
Not
It was
Satanic Miley.
66
Oh,
years.
yes, Satanic Miley. The tech is real. Oh, I don't doubt it. You were chipped as a child? What?
Come here.
Born into M Culture Project Genesis Subproject Eve.
He likes me in bed.
Atticus.
I think he
Watch
likes me
Netflix
in
Stranger
bed.
Things. Oh, yeah. Stranger Things is crazy. I was just on David Zublick's Dark Outpost on Rumble disclosing. Ooh, I'll have to go to Rumble and check that out. And I need to get you on my show too. Um, you guys should read my blog, Shepherd Entertainment. Where's the thing so I can where was that at? So I can put it up there. There it is. There we go. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, the technology of today is just really creepy. And the way they're building robots anymore. I mean, even AI, most of the commercials and stuff they put on Facebook, they say is just an AI generated person. It's not a real person.
Mm,
I mean, with Zuckerberg, I wouldn't doubt it, but Zucker, yeah, I call him Zucker. I could call him something else, but I'll keep that.
A reptile alien.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Debbie, I have no idea what you're doing, but you over there putting on the medical gloves. We don't have none of that on the show.
I'm sanding pins.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, no, no, no. What y'all do in your spare time?
Now
Minute,
I'm
baby.
sanding and working on some orders.
Ah, yes, orders. Speaking of orders, I really do need to get some shit in. It's like I don't have enough time in a day to do anything. It really sucks. And then they're gonna make us go to this back to the stupid office.
Not if I
No.
can help
And
it.
I don't care if this is public. I do not want to go back to the office, and I think it's idiotic and stupid to even consider going back to the office.
I'm going to send Bond an email and tell him, you want me to come back to the office? Give me a raise.
I'm
Because
gonna need a
otherwise, I
raise.
can't afford the gas.
Nope, I'm not gonna be able to afford the gas is almost it's gonna be $4 and something by next week here.
Well,
It's over 5 here now.
Oh my
yeah.
god. That's
So,
crazy. And
yep.
I can only imagine the people that are making $12 and under.
Yep.
They're gonna have to work 5 jobs just to be able to survive.
Yep. It's
It's
ridiculous.
absolutely retarded. And to top it off, I mean, you got all these people that have perfect attendance while they're at home. And their attendance is bad when they're at work because they're having to take care of kids because kids are being sent home for virtual school or something's happened to where you have to be at home because you have young kids that can't stay by themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, it doesn't make any sense because if the business has proven that working at home is a viable option for the last going on 3 years, I mean, we're in year 3 now,
Yep.
and still been able to run efficiently and make a profit, then what is the point of having an office?
Yeah. That's what I want to know
Well,
too.
I think one of the issues that they're having is a couple of the projects are pissed off because they're not getting the attention that they think they need. And therefore, even though it's not on us, it's on higher up, it's fallen back on us. Because I know of
Yep.
one project that is seriously pissed off
Yeah. Oh, I know quite a few.
that are
And
considering packing their bags. So,
yeah.
and it's a pretty good sized project. So
Yep.
that's what I'm thinking it probably is. So,
Well, that goes into the play of punish those that aren't doing what they need to be doing and that call out all the time.
Yeah,
And
well,
well, not like people like you. You got like
no,
doctor's notes and stuff.
I think a lot of this falls on
Oh, it does fall on
to
upper.
certain upper management.
Yeah, because I mean, when you're not hiring the people that need to be hiring and you're bringing in more work than can be done, yeah, great for job security, but you're going to
Well,
lose that in the same time and money.
they're not hiring because nobody wants to work for them. Word of mouth. I mean,
Yep.
you get hired on, you get treated like crap, and you don't get a raise. I mean, I know people that have been there 6 and 7 years that have not had a raise.
I've had one and it knocked me down lower than what I was making with my bonuses.
Hmm.
How's that?
So,
That's what I want to know. Because they don't count the bonus as part of your hourly here. So whenever they give you a raise, then in quotes, then it's technically giving you a raise because it's something that is counted towards your actual yearly income. Whereas bonuses are just something they can hand you whenever they feel like it.
which doesn't happen.
And no. Well, I was getting a bonus for doing the heartbeat, and I was getting a bonus because I was working 4 to noon. I was working partially overnight.
Well, yeah,
And
but I mean, other than that, them just handing them out, that doesn't
yeah,
happen.
no. But then whenever I got promoted in quotes, I didn't actually get a raise for that. I got a raise because I asked for a raise before I got promoted.
Yeah.
I have not officially turned in a letter asking for a promotion yet. I'm going to, but at this point in time, they haven't even considered to promote me. And that's what they do. They put you over in a more stressful part of the job.
Hmm.
And I mean, look at Justin when Justin was in.
Yeah.
He was doing something that worked directly with the co-president of the company,
Hmm.
and he never got a raise.
Yeah.
He was getting bonuses, and
Yep.
it's like, you know, but yet, and I hate to say this, but it's true. But they get their friends in, they get their families in, and they give them the praise and the bonuses instead of the people that work hard for them to put that money in their pocket.
Yep.
And that's when whenever somebody tells you it's all about how the employers treat the employees, it's actually true. Because when you have an employee, and I'm going to butter my butt a little bit, I guess what you can say, I busted my ass working tech support and the heartbeat for 5 years. I was working pretty much 2 jobs, 3 jobs if you want to count all the different kind of graphics and web design and all that other kind of garbage, and never got a raise. They kept putting off hiring me permanently for years until they
Hmm.
were officially hiring people permanently. I was
Hmm.
always at my job. I I mean, I don't know what more I could have done to actually do what I'd done for them. And they hire on a friend of theirs for a position in the business and gives them a salary that is pretty darn good from what I hear.
Hmm. Yep.
And here we are, the little peons that bust our butts for it and get nothing.
Yep.
And then when they say, well, you need to ask for a raise. Well, what's the point in asking for a raise when we do ask for a raise? You're just going to,
We get told no.
well, you saw that email that came out the other day, right? The one about the attendance. Yeah, you saw it.
Uh huh.
You have to have, now you have to have below 40 hours a year.
Uh huh.
And they count everything, every
Every
little minute.
minute. And here's the thing, we're supposed to have a 10-minute leeway of clocking in and clocking out
Yep.
because, well, the
Uh,
10-minute clock in is if you're running a minute or two behind. The clock out is supposedly if you're like stuck on a call or whatever that you know is going to end fairly quick. So, you know what? Since they started that, 10 minutes before my shift ends, my phone goes off
Mm,
because I'm not getting stuck on a call. I'm not doing it and then getting counted as missed time. Nope.
I've been I've been having to stay later just to get my projects done for the new
Mm-mm.
projects that I have,
Nope.
and I'm not doing it next week. I'm not going to treat my customers any differently than I would if I was getting paid good because it's not on them. It's not their fault.
Right.
But
I will clock in at 7 and I will clock out at 3. I'm not
you
staying over. My
you
phone will
gain
go off.
loyal employees by treating them right.
My phone will get shut off at 10 minutes till so that I know for a fact I'm not stuck on a call. So, nope.
Yep.
I don't care if they like it or not, to be
It's
perfectly
been
honest.
really sad. And Holly, y'all can go ahead and go to the instance. I can still play. I'm playing right now. I'm just waiting on you guys.
Well, it's not an
They
instant.
even count,
Oh.
like, if
You have to talk to someone.
you take off for bereavement,
Mm.
they say that's excused, but it still counts towards your missed hours.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost Dustin.
It counts towards your missed hours and it counts against you. But yet they're still counting the perfect attendance bonuses. They're still
Yeah,
going to do that.
yeah,
But that's another thing that's funny. They said that I'm okay. I want to say how much I missed. I missed about 36 hours, I think it was. I missed about 36 hours. So I'm below the 40-hour mark. But that's all added up from times I was late, the time Ricky died, the time I left for Veterans Day. I'm a veteran and I left for Veterans Day. So,
yep,
oh, and if you
hmm,
don't have vacation time and you ask for that time off, they count it against you too.
yep. Or if you like some places, if you have a family emergency or whatever, and you
Yeah.
take off, um, and then try to use jury duty. You have jury duty, and then you try to use vacation for that, it's counted against you,
Yeah. And it shouldn't be because you can't control jury duty. That's
right?
not even your choice.
Can they legally do that?
That is very true.
Ah, power. He lost power. Can they legally do that? I don't think they legally can. No.
I don't know.
They don't have to give you paid jury duty, but they can. They still have to give you the time off.
Yeah. So I don't know. That would be something to have to ask a lawyer or somebody that knows something about that particular type of situation because I don't think they legally can. Well, it's just like clocking in. Technically during the time of walking in the building, you're clocked in. The minute your badge beeps on that door, you're technically clocked in.
Yeah,
So if you clock into your computer 5 minutes later, because it takes you 5 minutes to get from the door because you're beeping your badge into three different areas, then I mean that's technically on them. That's not on you, and you can get that fixed.
right.
But I know a couple of people that had to argue that with someone. Well, they need to realize that that is against the law what they're doing,
Yeah,
and that's what Cytel was sued for before this new CEO took over Cytel. But they were sued because somebody, and they won. The person that sued them won because they were clocking in the building the minute they were badging into the building, and technically, once they badge into the building, they're working.
hmm,
In my opinion, the minute you get into your car and drive to work, you're working. But
yeah,
or the minute you wake up and start getting ready for work, you're working because you're getting ready for the job. But I don't know how we could ever put that into play. I wish I had a lawyer head, but I don't.
mhm.
Justin does.
Justin.
And And Justin and Dustin, but Justin would be damn good in a court. He can convince a spider it didn't have the the silk to weave a web and be telling the truth about it.
Right.
Crazy.
I am not crazy. That's just
So,
that's just how you are.
Justin, did you guys start? Like, did you go in?
I haven't talked to anybody yet, no.
Done nothing.
But
Well, you can come where if you want to start.
it's 8:56, and Debbie, if you want to keep going, we can. If not, then we can close it out tonight and have another topic next week. Hopefully next week will be warm.
Right? Yeah, we can close it out.
All right. Well, guys,
And
thank you guys for
you can
watching and
play your
tuning
game,
in.
and I can get these pins going.
And you can get those pins going. Yeah. We are both so busy and
uh,
everything.
well, hang
Um,
on, and I'll show you.
okay.
Maybe if I can find it. Girl, I swear, I think I took like 120 pictures,
Oh, wow.
and it's all just scenery. I mean, but it's cool as shit. Where'd they go?
Holly and Justin, I have a choice of either choosing Chest of Ascended Crafting Materials, Chest of Legendary Crafting Materials, Chest of Plentiful Laurels, or Chest of Grand Experience. What should I choose?
Well, do you ever plan on crafting
Yes.
extended or legendary gear?
Yes. Yes.
And
And yes.
each pin has a different one on it. It says, fuck that, fuck me, fuck you, fuck this, fuck it. That's the one. That's what I'm making.
That's cool. We're gonna have to do something like that with geeks.
Test of legendary.
Legendary. Justin, what did you choose?
What?
I'll ask you in just a second. All right, Debbie. I'll let you go so you can do those pins.
All right.
And we will tune in next week to speak to hopefully anybody that wants to join the video chat and join our chat to talk about a different topic. I want to talk about some hauntings in some hotels, and I want to talk about Waverly Hills because Waverly Hills is going through that
Yes.
lawsuit.
Yes.
And I want to talk to the owner before I actually start talking about it on here. Not the owner.
Right.
The owner.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that next week. Maybe we can get them to hop on for a little bit or something. But until then, I'll see you later, Debbie.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody. I think. Where's my ending thing? I made the screen smaller so I can't see any. There it is. Bye.
Bye.